midfield, and
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out a jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it done, to spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, one in the...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Chris Jones on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Play action, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is the 40, not quite to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, I was just trying to use that for your own motivation. He said no comment, because they know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. 3rd and long for Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep, middle. The guy's man, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 2nd down, Williams. And past the 30 down to about the 27. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They run it again with Williams. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Nifty move. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Cousins. Forced out to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They pitch it out to Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. How did he stay on his feet? 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Again, this is Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out come the Chiefs now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail. Ready.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They complete it to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ace. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z, 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 Z. 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 Z, 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 Z.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Play fake. Cousins. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. On the move to his left. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. They'll start by running the option to right. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's got daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
after the INT. Here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that play there, boy, almost looked like it was a video game and he didn't know what the pitch button was. Not very well executed.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, you better figure it out fast. I suggest knowing it before you actually run that play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Good move at the 30. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone, didn't quite get there, just short out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone, and the guy who was carrying the ball a little frustrated he didn't make it all the way.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. This is Collins on the handoff. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ty Montgomery, 98 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Black 58, Rail. Black 58.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. So. Zing, zing, zing. 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 So. Left.
They'll run now with Ware. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. Gets past 1 man. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are cool.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Let's go.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on 2nd down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They pass up the three, fake it, it doesn't work. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A give. This is Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we sit an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Z.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Butker able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd down, Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Airing one deep for Kreb. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, here's an option right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set!
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play.
And the pressure gets to him again. C.J. Mosley in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll go option to the short. Only tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points.
By running the option to the right. The quick feet by Jackson. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Ravens cut into that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.